What's going on, everybody? Jordan here, and welcome back to another episode of American Black Rhino Media. So recently, I had actually purchased an Ancestry DNA test, and Ancestry DNA was always something that I had kind of wanted to do. I wanted to see where my geographic origin of my ancestors and stuff like that. And it was on sale. I had a little bit of extra money, and so I just went ahead and bought something I usually wouldn't have spent like $69, $100 on, Now, this type of stuff is actually really big with me. Like I said, I already always wanted to do it when I was a kid, but just to have that sort of like privilege of knowing where your ancestors come from is something that most black people, most black Americans just don't have that sort of privilege of having. I think a lot of non-black people or, people who aren't super familiar with the black person experience might be a little confused as to what I mean. So just think about it like this, right? So like slavery, transatlantic slave trade, people were coming from all of the western continent of Africa, all over there. So there's a huge range of ethnicities, cultures, really just different types of people that were taken from their homes and then shipped across the ocean to never, stripped of all their cultural identities, forced to learn a new religion, forced to learn a new language, forced to learn a new culture, and then forced to work for free. So there's been the diaspora, right? Diaspora is just a fancy way of saying that a group of people are spread out all over the place, all over the world. So there's an African diaspora of a lot of, people that we would refer to as African Americans. I use that term for a slightly other group of people, but Black Americans, we have our African origin, and we don't know exactly where we came from. Most Black Americans don't actually know precisely, like geographically, where their ancestors came from. It's not like, somebody who is an African citizen who comes over to America, they usually rep their country of origin, or a Caribbean American will, rep their like island of origin and stuff like that. Black Americans just don't have that privilege. So I wanted to see where I could potentially go. That's number one. Number two, I wanted to see if I actually had Native American in my blood. The whole Native American in your bloodstream does not just extend to white people. Black people say it too. So I wanted to see if it's actually true, because that'd be really cool if I could like look up and see like precisely what tribe an ancestor came from. I believe we were supposed to be Cherokee, but I guess we'll see, right? So without further ado, let's go see those results. Okay, everybody, here I am. I got everything all set up on the old desktop, and this is the moment of truth. I'm actually low-key a little, not nervous, I guess, but I am a little excited to see really what my DNA test is going to say. I have not looked at it, so this is completely my genuine reaction to everything. And without further ado, let's see what we got here. I'm very nervous, and there is like an advanced version of Ancestry DNA where you can like track different things, and holy shit, what the hell? DNA matches. I have 862 fourth cousins or older, huh? These are all my cousins. Oh my god! I'm Nigerian? What the fuck? Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. This is actually really, really surprising. Hold on a second. I see some words here that... Oh no, what is going on, dude? I'm about to have a reality check. Okay, great news, Jordan. Your results have arrived. I fucking see that my results have arrived. And your true ethnicity... Whoa, what? Your ethnicity estimate may include two sorts of results. So, results with the hard dot indicate distant origins, 500,000 years, and the lower dot is more recent origins of 50 to 300 years ago. 40% Nigeria. Wow. 40% Nigerian, 22% Cameroon, Congo, and West Bantu people. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on that because I want to know exactly. I have a very diverse all over Africa. I have Mali. I have Benin and Togo. I need the 8%. England in northwestern Europe. This is very interesting. Okay, so they actually have one here, a little ethnicity explanation. So Cameroon, a land of tropical, so African Kingdom of Congo, gets its name from the first Europeans to arrive in 1472. So wait a minute, this is through. So they were most likely through Portuguese. My ancestors, some of my ancestors might have come through Portuguese slave trading, in particular. This is very interesting. Cameroon. Obviously, I'm gonna have to visit all these places, but the thing is, I'm very unfamiliar with Africa. So, boom, boom, boom. So they're right next to each other. Nigeria and Cameroon, which are the biggest, my two biggest ethnicities, are right next to each other. They're in the same, given area. I gotta do some research on both of these. 40% Nigerian, huh? 40%. That's just amazing to me. I know Nigeria has a very, rich history. Again, I'm not an expert on African culture in any way, but I think it's very interesting. I've never in my life had, even remotely, a country or anything that I could be, outside of the United States, of course, that I could be my own. So it's actually very interesting. I'm going to be doing a lot of research onto these countries because, not that they weren't important before, but now I have a very specific sort of connection with them. So let's get to some of the other stuff. Wait, so Ivory Coast and Ghana, that's off, isn't that Southern Africa? So we have so all from this little section, all where my ancestors come from. So just, that's where most, I would think most people, if you live in America, that's where most of your DNA is coming from, where most of your ancestry is going to be coming from those places, right? So let's get to the interesting, so not interesting, but as you can see, I don't have any Native American. I don't see anything. No indigenous at all. Sardinia? I beg your pardon? Where is this place? It's a place near Italy. I got a little gabagool in me. The Baltic states. Wales, 3% Welsh. I have some early California Eastern Border African Americans. So they have a little story here. So it says, select any region in your results to learn more about a place and the people that live there. Comfort and resistance through spirituality, early Virginia African Americans. So interesting. So I have my ancestors might have been part of a pretty strong early church movement that stemmed from early Virginia. Very interesting. Oh, this is the good part. You share the early Virginia African Americans community with 57% of your DNA matches, huh? So these are the people who are definitely, I'm probably related to a little bit, man. I really want to know, so let me just look at everything here. This is amazing. Ethnicity estimates 40%, but it can range from 24 to 48%. That's very impressive. That's a lot is just Nigeria, and then the Central African Republic, which I'm assuming is roughly, so it's I guess that there's enough ethnicity similarities, or I guess this is a very large grouping of different ethnicities that they've all, for some reason, put together. So I know that in terms of my heritage, Nigeria obviously, and then really all these countries I would want to visit and just look at the places that my ancestors once lived. It's very interesting. Now let's get to this shit. Wales. Never would have imagined, out of all the places, I did always love Princess Diana, so I think that's just in my blood. Very interesting. I wish I could know exactly who my ancestors probably was. Very interesting. But so I have, when it comes to whiteness, somewhere along the lines, my ancestors were with white people who, I'm guessing that they had early ancestry over here, and then maybe they came to Wales, and then I don't know. This is very interesting. Very little whites, if you want to call it that. Very little whites. Let me look at all the other regions, though. I cannot believe I have no Native American in me. I'm actually, this is a very much a reality check. I can't really rep any native or indigenous stuff anymore. Like, no, not anymore. I never really did, but like, I had always thought that I had some Cherokee in me, but apparently that's just not the case. And so 8% English in Northwestern Europe, and that's all coming from primarily Wales. 8%? That's almost 10% white, man. That's almost 10% white, man. 10% white blood flowing through these veins, dog. 10%, bro. Oof. This has been actually very shocking. I'm very much in shock of the results. I didn't expect it to be exactly this. I'm very relieved to have like a very specific I guess I'll start a family tree here. I'm very convinced I'm happy to have like not closure but a thorough connection to an African country that I can say that my ancestors are from Nigeria, you know. Even though obviously I'm not Nigerian because I'm not culturally Nigerian, I don't know anything about Nigeria, I never visited there, but I do have an ancestral connection to Nigeria in a way where I can say like, yes, I'm Nigerian, you know, Cameroonian, Congo, Western Bantu peoples, stuff like that. So that's what I am ethnic, you know, my ethnicity are these things. So this has been a really fun experience. I'm honestly shocked. I hope that this has been as exciting of a video as everybody else. And again, this video is not sponsored by Ancestry DNA or anything. It's just something I've done. I'm very interested to see. I might do the traits of stuff, honestly, because I'm very interested to see what else these DNA tests can sort of tell me about myself or my ancestry. Because I'm actually pretty interested in that type of stuff. So. But anyway, this has been Jordan. Thank you so much for watching my Ancestry DNA video. And I hope you guys have had a good time. I know I have. This has been a very fun experience. And I will see you guys later.
Wow.